What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. We're going to be starting a series here, and this is going to be involving at least 4 books, maybe some more, but the books are Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff, Intelligence in the Flesh by Guy Claxton, and the next one is Influence by Robert Cialdini. I might be saying that last name wrong. And next is Captivology by Ben Parr. We're going to be looking at pitching our ideas, how we influence in people, captivating attention, captivating people's interest, and also how our body affects us in everyday life and how we just become so fucking awesome, guys. I'm excited, and thank you for joining me again. First off, we have to pitch our ideas in everyday life. When we talk to people, we have needs, and to get what we want, we have to be persuasive and influenceable enough so that people agree with us, so that people will buy our ideas, they will buy what we're selling in business and in everyday life. So first, we're going to take a look at what this is neuroscience, guys, says how the brain was developed, and it was 3 stages. We're going to look at mainly 2. I'll mention all 3. First, we have the old brain, and Oren Klaff in Pitch Anything says that let's call it the crocodile brain. This is the most primitive brain that is scared, that is responsible for our survival, that alarms us, the fight or flight system. Okay, when you're walking in your car and someone yells your name, you instantly get they're crying out for help. It's like, oh shit, what's going on? That is the crocodile brain. So let's write that down. And we're going to look at, I'm going to put a chart here where 2 people, when we come together in a social situation, how us pitching is very difficult. It's very fucking difficult. Alright, so first, croc brain. Alright, and then over here is another croc brain. Okay, the next one is the midbrain, and the midbrain is responsible for interpreting social situations. So we're going to leave that one out, but the next one is the neocortex, and the neocortex is responsible for our reasoning, okay, for cognitive skills, for remembering and learning stuff and making sense of everything. That's the neocortex. So here you have 2 people coming together, all right? And this man wants to pitch something to this man or this woman, okay? Now, a lot of times in your subject, when we're trying to explain something, even me trying to explain something now, I am taking all the information, all the things that I've learned, and I've stuffed it in my neocortex, and I'm trying to put it out to you in a way that you can understand, or in sales in a way that would be influenceable enough so that you would buy from me, so that you would like my product enough where you would say yes, okay, that you would like it so much and you would understand it so much that I would have you. Now, the part that we make a mistake in is that our crocodile brain, this old brain, does not understand all the shit that this young neocortex brain has to spew out to it, right? It's not, this scares the croc brain, right? The croc brain gets fearful, right? When we talk in abstract language, or we have ideas that are complicated, it scares the croc brain. The fight or flight system kicks in and it scares us. The croc brain needs concrete facts, easily digestible facts. It needs novelty. It needs something that's not too complicated that it can digest. And then once it digests it, then it sends it down or up to the neocortex. But see, in influence and in sales, in contact with any social situation, a lot of times it's one person giving their advice, trying to make sense of their ideas with the other person, and they're not realizing that it's going to the croc brain. Everything they've learned is scaring this guy. The croc brain shuts down. If it's not If it's too complicated, it runs. If it's boring, it ignores it. If it's not something solid that it can grasp onto, it ignores it. If it's not immediate danger, then it's going to ignore it. The neocortex is responsible, guys, for the reasoning. That holds our smarts and making sense of everything. So you see here how the only way that I'm going to be able to influence is if I can understand that I'm dealing with someone that has not taken the time, maybe years, maybe days or weeks of learning the same stuff that I have in my neocortex. So we have to come to a place where we can put in easy, digestible chunks of information to a new person. Solid ideas and understandings for this croc brain. We gotta be careful not to scare it away. So think about that, how you have maybe been in a position during your life where you've said too much, where you've given too much knowledge dump onto the other person, or when you're trying to persuade someone or sell something, it's too much of just too fine details, right? That's not what this croc brain needs, and we have to pass through this first and down to the neocortex. We're going to be moving on next, guys, on how to approach with a strong frame. The initial contact with any with any person in a social situation, how we start on a very high level. Guys, stay with me. I'll see you soon.